Let's talk to our reporter, Moloko Moloto, who's once again still standing across the dusty road outside the farm. Hello to you, Moloko. Once again, let's just bring viewers who weren't with us earlier this morning up to speed. This has got nothing, or very little, in fact, to do with the cattle on auction. It's the farm that is in question, of course, and the amount of money that goes into this. And, of course, in third place is the amount of money that was stolen all those years ago, isn't it?
Hello, Gareth. We are still reporting from the sidelines. The reason why you don't see anything that's showing the farm of the president, Phala, is because we have been told to stay away as journalists from this particular farm. We are not allowed to go in. Those who are attending are doing so because either they have been invited or they are going to be bidding or participating in this particular auction. Unfortunately, we are not even closer to the farm because there is no network, there is no cell phone signal. So we are forced to go at least a kilometer or two away from the actual farm. But as you can see, these cars that are passing behind me, they are heading towards the farm. So many of them, beautiful, luxurious cars, your Maybachs, your Bentleys, your G-Wagons, you know, carrying seemingly important people. I even saw one car that looks like it was carrying a government dignitary from the Northern Cape province. So there are several people coming from various provinces. Some of them, we spoke to them, two young people who say they come from the Northwest province and they are breeding Angola. They also want to expand in this regard. And these are two young black males who say currently they have just one female Angola and they want to participate, and they are only prepared to spend at least 200,000 rand on a bull here today. And if you consider the fact that a single Angola cattle can cost as much as nearly R1 million, it would seem that they stand no chance altogether. However, on the offering here, according to the information that is on the Facebook page of the Angola Breeders Society of South Africa, they will not only be selling Angola cattle, of course, cows as well as bulls. They will also be selling cows. But also we learn they will be selling semen, Gareth. So I think people are spoiled for choice here. We spoke to a number of people here, one of them indicating that she is only going in there really to observe what is happening during this kind of auctions because she is aspiring to get into this farming business. Let's take a listen.
It's something that is a rare breed in South Africa. So basically we're trying to learn how can we actually have it as us, because it's not anywhere in South Africa. It's only a limited number of people that has it. And apparently it was also imported. So we're trying to learn how do we therefore breed it within South Africa, how do we expand the market within South Africa, and how we can export it to other countries as well.
And it's important, Moloko, as well, as I see a car race off with dust behind it, behind you in this auction, we understand, just getting underway. This is not necessarily about the cattle. Yes, there's an awful amount of money involved as far as this cattle today is concerned. But the reason we're outside the farm is because of what happened there, allegedly, those years ago. That was reported to the police by the former spy boss, Fraser.
Well, absolutely. And I guess this is the main reason we are here, Gareth. There's a large media contingency here. The fact that the #1 citizen of the country, the president, is accused of all these serious accusations really says to us that we need to spotlight this particular matter even more deeper. We are told that there was foreign currency that was stashed inside the furniture here. One, you would assume that somebody like the president would have a safe. You know, the money or his valuables would be stored in a safer place. Seemingly there is no safe. But the amount of money in question here, the president is certainly not willing to divulge how much money got stolen. But this is a matter that has now spilled over into our neighboring Namibia. The police that side really also are getting to the bottom of this. The hawks in our country, a complaint was laid with them by Mr. Arthur Fraser, and we saw that in the past days he says he has given additional information that he says will assist the police or the hawks in fast-tracking their investigation. A charge or an allegation of money laundering. Is it true? Is it not true? The president obviously denies wrongdoing, but this is a matter that surely South Africans will be interested to see it even to the end. You cannot remove the political dynamics away from this matter. The ANC is going next month for the General Council, and the policy conference, I beg your pardon, they will also go for the national conference where they will be electing leaders. The president has said already that he is not going to stand down, and he can only stand down, according to those around him, if formally charged by the police. So, will he be contesting? I guess he surely will be contesting to remain as president of the ANC. And as to whether this is going to weaken him, I think we all wait to see, or whether it will kind of like propel him and create an impression that he is a victim. But what we know is that politicians, when they are fighting among themselves, they will really not stop at anything to ensure that they tarnish whoever they are competing with. However, this is not to say that the charges or the allegations against the president are frivolous. Definitely, they are not, Gareth.
No, they're certainly not all. They need to be taken very seriously. And Moloko, when we come back to you again a little bit later next to your dusty road outside the farm, we'll talk about the timing of this as well. Some people dismissing the timing, saying it doesn't matter that it's come out now. At least it's come out. But in a year where there's an ANC elective conference, you and I both know, we've done this a long time, it's all about the timing. Reporter Moloto outside the Phala farm. No media allowed inside for this auction, but you can assure that we will stay there throughout the day.